late one night. Show you how to play the Monster Mash by Bobby Pickett. If you want the letter notes for that, go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them for you. Let's start with the rhythm on this. I've got it on a 16-beat shuffle, and it's at 144, beats per minute 144, so it sounds like this. Now you do 16 beats of that. And right after the bubbles, he comes in with bubbles, and then he starts the drums, and then he comes in, I was working in the lab. So just as he starts off, I was working in the lab is right at that 16 beats. So you've got 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. I was working in the lab. Okay, so that's enough for the rhythm right there, and you can hear that on the cover, so you can see how it fits in there. But you're going to have, now let's go to the bass. You've got G, D, G, D, E, B, C, G, C, G, D, A, D, A. And it goes that way almost all the way through except for the bridge. So you basically got a G chord, an E minor chord, a 1-6, and a 4 chord, a C, and a D. Now that's kind of a standard progression. They're 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, back to 1. And then for the chord, we're going to have B, D, G. So your G chord is G, B, D. Now I've got this on a choir piano setting. That gives me kind of a vocal sound, especially. So when they're having the wah-oo holding, it kind of sounds good with it. But we've got B, D, G for the G chord, then B, E, G for the E minor chord, then C, E, G for the C chord, and then C, D, F sharp for the D7. So you've got D7, D sharp, F sharp, A, C, and you've got your D, A in the bass. So I've got C, D, F sharp. Okay, so we start off with I was working, and there's where your working comes in with that G. Now let me show you the chords. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go 1, pop, 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 pop. So you've got 1 and 2 and dot dot dot. 1 and 2 and pop, 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 pop. And it'll just repeat that all the way through pretty much, except for the wah-oos. So the wah-oos will change just a little bit. You've got, I'll go slowly so you can see the synchronization. And then we're into the chorus. Now the chorus, you've got, he did the mash, so it's D, D, E, D. D, and then for the fill there we're going to go D, D, E, 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 D, 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 E. That's while he's going through the vocal right there. He did the mash, D, D, E, 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 D, 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 E. The monster mash, E, B, D, E, D, E, B, E, D. So your notes there are D, D, E, D, 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 E, 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 D, 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 E, D, 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 E, E, B, D, E, D, E, B, D, E, D, 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 E. E, C, D, E, D, E, C, D, E, 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 F sharp, F sharp, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, D, E, F sharp, bop, bop. And then you got F sharp, and the G chord, B, D, G. And what I try to do is I try to emphasize he did the mash, and then de-emphasize that little fill. Same thing, emphasize the monster mash. He did the mash. He did the mash. Wow. line with it, you've got those same bass notes. And I let the chorus drop out there because it some of the spots in there he drops the chorus and the drums, but I just let the bass carry that. And that was after the second verse, and then we're back to the chorus. The bridge. The bridge, you're just going to go from a C chord to a D chord, back to the C chord, into a D chord, whatever. And on that D chord, he's saying Dracula and his son. And then we go, and we're back into the verse with the sustained chords. So let me get that chorus with the bridge. So you're going to go C, G, C, G, up to D, A, back to C, G, C, G, D. Okay? And with the chords, you're going to go C chord. Now here, I'm going to hit the chord, but then the passing tones, I'm going to have an F, A flat. So your C chord is C, E, G. Your D chord is D, F sharp, A. And then we go D chord, F and A flat, back to the C chord. We just make that short right there. Then with the wahoos, we come in with a D and F sharp. We're back to that. Now this is the third verse. Right there, you can go to the D chord if you want. You can go either to this or to that. It sounds a little better to go up to the D chord right there. Gets that high A right there. Then I'm going to play the chorus right after that little break there. I'm going to play the chorus, and I'm going to have the drums in there so you can hear it with the drums. And then you've got one more. They did the mash. So you got one more chorus because we're into a tag chorus right here. Now this time when they do the wah, then they sing Monster Mash Wah, Monster Mash Wah, Monster Mash Wah, Monster Mash Wah. So they sing that Monster Mash each time there instead of what they were doing before. So they add the little Monster Mash hitting on each of those chords. So that for the tag chorus there, where we go the wah-oos. Let's start right there on where then you can mash right there. Here it is, Monster Mash Wah, Monster Mash Wah, Monster Mash Wah. I'm going to go to a B and a G, G and a D in the left hand. That's easy, but here we're going from a D chord to a B and a G. So you hit the G chord, G, D, B, G. And then you got to hit your drum machine, because you got to cut that off unless you have somebody independently hitting that. There you have it, Monster Mash by Bobby Pickett. Classical sound from the late 50s and 60s. I hope you enjoy playing it, and I hope you get somebody to vocalize along with it.